Hi everyone, welcome to this class where we are going to use the cp command to copy files and directories. We are going to copy files into new files and copy all directories into new directories. Okay, let's get started. If you first we need to cd into the computing directory. I'm currently in my desktop, so I'm going to cd into this directory computing because I want every single files that we are going to create and directories inside of that, inside of computing. Let's create our first files. For that, we are going to use the touch command. Touch command just creates empty files. Don't worry, you don't know about it yet, but we will learn more about it ahead in this course. Let's create two files, two empty files. Let's call one names.txt and let's call the other one surnames.txt. So these will be two empty files. Fantastic. And then if we do ls, just double check, we should see we have names.txt file and surnames.txt files that we just created. And let's create a new directory called copies. Fantastic. And we can double check and see what the directory has been created, and there it is, copies. And now let's copy the files names.txt and surnames.txt into the new directory which we just created. For that we do cp and then the name of the files. So what I'm doing, I'm just typing the first letters and then press and then tab, and then it fills up the remaining. So we have cp, which stands for copy, and then we want to copy the files names.txt and then surnames.txt, and we want to copy these files into directory called copies, and then backslash. The backslash isn't necessary, but it makes sure that file is really a directory. So if directory doesn't exist, you will get an error. So it's just for insurance. So let's press enter, and this should copy these two files into names.txt and surnames.txt into the copies directory. Let's double check. For that we type copy ls copies, so we are listing the contents of the copies, and let's see, and there it is. Inside of copies we have the two files. Good. So that worked well, and we can double check this using the graphical user interface. So if we go inside of the copies directory, we should see two files, and there they are. Fantastic. And as you notice, we create files in the computing directory and then we copy them into the copies directory, so the files are still there. So it's just a copy. Fantastic. And let's create another directory. New directory, and let's call this directory week. And then let's create two new files, one called monday.txt, the other one tuesday.txt, and we fantastic. And let's double check that files have been created. Monday is here and Tuesday here. Fantastic. And now let's copy these files into the week directory, and now you should have an idea of how to do that, but let's do it again. So we have cp monday.txt and then the second file and then name of directory and then slash, enter. And now if we do ls week, so we list the contents of the week directory, we should see the two files copied. And yes, and let's do it, let's check it graphically as well, graphically again. So we have the week directory, let's open it, and we have the two files inside. Easy peasy. Easy peasy and very, very handy. Fantastic. And let's create a third and last directory. So I just want to go through another thing which is very very useful. Since we are using dates, let's create a new directory called mount, and we can check and make sure that the directory has been created. There it is, mount. And now what I want to do is to copy the directories in the we copy the directory with files inside of the wake directory into the mount directory. So for that we type cp-r. The r means recursively, so it means copy this directory and the contents of the directory and everything inside of the directory into the new directory. So the R stands for recursive. And we want to copy, so we have cp-r, and we want to copy the contents of the wake directory into the mount directory, and then backslash, enter, and we can double check and make sure that everything has been copied. For that we type ls mount and then wake, and so that should list contents of the mount and wake directory, and there we are. So we have in mount we have wake, then within wake we have Monday and Tuesday. So these are files that were inside of the wake directory. So yes, it has been copied, and we can double check this as well graphically. So we go into the mount directory, we have the wake directory as expected, and then inside of it the two files. And we can do one more last example. Let's create a last file called original.txt, and let's double check whether it has been created or not. Yes, there it is, original.txt. And what we can do, we can open this file and type hello there. Yes, fantastic. And now to copy this file, we can type original.txt, and let's call new file copy.txt. So we want to copy the contents of original.txt, the new file called copy.txt, and this is the syntax that we use. So we type cp original.txt and space and then copy.txt and then enter, and then we should have a new file. Let's double check ls copy.txt, and the contents we can double check graphically should be the same as original.txt. Thank you. That's all we have to learn in this class. Copy command, cp command. I hope you did find this useful, and see you in next command in the next class, where we are going to learn about how to move a file using the mv command. Thank you for listening. See you next class. Bye bye.